been a bit. This chair is very creaky, but so I've been working on, the horror game and whatnot. I've updated the visuals quite a bit, and one thing I just added, like literally maybe 10 minutes ago, but to be fair, it took me like 2 hours to add it, is controller support. So this is the main menu right now. I decided to add in a main menu for ease of access. So yeah, it works. And then this is the game itself. This is the hub world that you spawn into. Um, the lights are a little bit weird, although the artifacts are mostly because of the fact that I have the light inside. As you can see, the light turns off, but I have the light inside of that weird thing. The are they incandescent lights? Yeah, I have it inside of like the incandescent light holder thing. Obviously, Jesus Christ, okay. I have, obviously, the lights will flicker, randomly, and it gets dark. There's also a flashlight. But yeah, as you can see, we have a little VHS tape over here. And then you can look out this window, and it's pretty creepy. Then we got the little TV right here. You can also crouch. It's a little weird. I will definitely change that. But obviously the door. I didn't even put a door handle on the other side of the door. I've been working on this version of the game for about 2 months now, and how did I miss that that's a thing? How did I miss that that's a problem? Whatever. So yeah, we can go over here, insert the VHS tape, and then it does a little cutscene. Give it a minute. There we go. Oh shit, I forgot that I changed the spawn location for testing purposes. Let's fix that real fast by going into maps here. Okay, yeah. So we just need to move you back to where you should be, which is all the way over there. Which another thing, so something that I did in the earlier build, the Ted the Caver build. Did I almost say Cave the Tedder? Jesus, I'm tired. But one thing that I did on that build of the game that I regret is instead of having everything take place on one map, every time the game loaded, it loaded you into a different map. So, like when you'd go down into the cave, it would load you into a different map. Uh, when you'd set up the rope, it loaded at a different map. So there were, in the end, like 6 different maps for that one thing. And that obviously bloated the project size. So one thing I'm doing in this one is not doing that. But yeah, we can just fly around this area a little bit. So that's going to be a restaurant. This is going to be one of the endings of the game. And then this is the beginning of the game. Or, well, the story. Only one you love is you. Of the night. Absolute banger. Still trying to contact the person that made this to make sure I can actually use it. I don't care about your rules, weird man. So yeah, that's one of the endings you can get, is if you don't listen to the voices in your head, you can die. And then, so the plane thing is actually this big brick over here. If we go into it, you can actually see. This is the little plane area. Obviously, I'm gonna have sound effects because the whole idea is that the plane crashes. So I'm gonna add sound effects for the plane crash and whatnot. And then if we go down here, you can see it's actually a full circle that I just cut out of this big cube and filled with floating chairs. They are in fact just floating, and then there's just wooden doors. I realized I'm not a good enough game designer to make my game look good. Obviously, I'm gonna add like texture to the walls and whatnot, so they're not just this flat white. Probably gonna do the same with this. I'm not sure. Obviously, I will probably have to change the way this cube looks. Or, well, that's the cylinder part. So yeah, I will probably texture the cylinder. I honestly have no idea. But yeah, so that's what I got going on right now. This door doesn't do anything at the moment when you press interact, but it will at some point. And yeah, I'm probably going to add like posters on the wall just for the players to have something to look at. Maybe add some Easter eggs and shit. And also, this airplane has no interior. And if I try to put the player into here, this area is actually not big enough for the player to spawn in, so it sends the player all the way over here to 0, 0, which is really funny. Which, yeah, 0, 0, I think is right here-ish. But yeah, well, that's what I got going on so far. I'm probably going to add a little, like, hanging speaker as well. And one thing I really like is how this exit sign hangs down so far. Like, it's just really weird for it to be like that. I just think that's funny. And yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not a good enough designer to make my game look good. So instead of making it look good, I make it look like it shouldn't exist. Because like wooden doors in an airport is really weird. Wooden doors in an airplane is especially weird. Uh, a neighborhood should not look like this. How do you get out of this neighborhood? So it's just like that kind of shit where it's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logical sense for everything to look like this, is kind of what I'm going for since I can't do anything better. I mean, maybe if I made enough money while working on this game, I could make it look better, but honestly, I kind of like the aesthetic of just creepy. Creepy, unnerving, otherworldly. That's kind of what I'm going for. Also, yeah, these seats are floating too. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. Anyways, I guess that's all I have to say. Um, I'll try and do maybe like monthly videos, but I do update the itch.io page for my game. I do weekly updates there. Now that my game has a Steam page, I'm going to do weekly updates on the Steam page as well. Well, in the discussion area for the Steam page if we open this up real fast. Okay, cool. So yeah, here is where I'll be posting updates weekly, most likely. I'll leave a link in the description to this page, and I'll also leave a link in the description to the Steam store page for my game if you want to wishlist it. But yeah, I think that's it for updates. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.